This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 5149 Bluebell Avenue, Valley Village, California, 91607. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located just to the left of the front door in the grass. And this is our 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout here. This goes out towards the front of our property. This goes around towards our front door. And we went ahead and zeroed out our camera monitor here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to drop down and begin our video sewer inspection. It does appear to be a one-way mainline sewer cleanout. And we immediately, as we drop down, we immediately transition into what appears to be vitreous clay. You can see here in the vitreous clay, there's a little bit of an offset in that transition. So what we're going to do is we're just going to jump up and over that, and we're going to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Again, we do have a little bit of water running from the master bathroom just to help us push out. A little bit of a gap there at the top, a little bit of shift at the top from about the 10 o'clock going around to about the 3 o'clock area. And again, we'll just continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And again, a little bit of a gap in the joint there from about the 9 o'clock going around to about the 3 o'clock area. A little bit of neoprene band exposed in that joint there. Again, we're just continuing to push out. And again, we do have a gap in this joint as well. A little bit of neoprene band exposed in the joint from about the 1 o'clock going all the way around up to about the 9 o'clock area. As you can see. Again, we just continue to push out. We're going to drop down. And the joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Again, minor offset in that joint there, but nothing major. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And possibly appear to be a little bit of concrete overpour in that joint there, right around the 11 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. That joint appears to be a little bit of an offset in that joint as well, from about the 9 o'clock going around to about the 3 o'clock. Again, just continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And a little bit of a offset in this joint here. A little bit of gap as well from about the 6 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 6 o'clock area. So full diameter of the pipe. A little bit of concrete overpour in that joint there. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And this is our saddle. Our saddle appears to be in fair condition. We drop down into our city sewer tie-in. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. And as you can see, we do have the water flowing beneath us. This is our city sewer tie-in. So we're just going to pull back slowly, take a good look. And again, as I mentioned, the saddle area appears to be in fair condition. A little bit of concrete overpour in the joint there, but that's typical. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And again, we did take a good look at a lot of these joints on the way back, on the way out. So a lot of the joints all appear to be in fair condition. We did have a few offsets and a little bit of a gap in this area here. But again, everything still seems to be flowing past. A little bit of concrete overpour in that joint there. Again, we're just going to pull back. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And again, a little bit of an offset in that joint there from about the 3 o'clock around, the 9 o'clock around to the 3 o'clock area again, but everything's passing through, still flowing by. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Again, we're going to continue to pull back. And we're going to pull up our chimney here. And as we pull up the chimney, we're going to take a really good look. We do have a little bit of an offset as we drop down the chimney there. But it's very hard to see the whole joint. But again, everything's flowing down. And we continue to pull back. And again, a little bit of neoprene band exposed in that joint there. As you can see, pretty much the full diameter of the pipe, you can see the neoprene band exposed in that joint there. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, a little bit of offset in this joint here from about the 9 o'clock going around to about the 3 o'clock. And again, a little bit of the neoprene band exposed at the top. Again, but everything still seems to be passing through. And again, we do have a little bit of water running in the master bath at the rear of the house. So again, we just continue to pull back. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And again, a little bit of an offset in this joint here as well. From about the 9 o'clock area going around to about the 3 o'clock. You can see we're dropping down, but everything still seems to be passing through. So again, we just continue to pull back. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Transitioning back into our black ABS sewer pipe. Here we do have a little bit of a larger offset from about the 3 o'clock going around to about the 9 o'clock area. Okay, again, as I mentioned, a little bit of offset in this joint here from about the 3 o'clock to about the 9 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back, and we pull up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.